Ugh, I'm so hangry I could literally eat my phone. Know that feeling? That moment when your stomach's screaming louder than your group chat and you're this close to snapping at anyone who even looks at you sideways? Yeah, been there. But hold up. Before you demolish the entire pantry like a raccoon in a dumpster, let's talk about how to actually cook something. And no, pouring milk over cereal doesn't count. Today, on our very first episode of Adulting 101, we're tackling a topic near and dear to every teen's heart and stomach: cooking. Specifically, how to whip up some epic meals when you're hangry like crazy. We're talking ramen hacks, kitchen survival skills, and how to avoid turning your kitchen into a disaster zone. We did some digging to bring you the best tips and tricks, so grab your aprons, your spatulas, and your sense of humor, because things are about to get delicious. First things first, let's talk about those times when you're hangry like crazy, like you could eat a whole pizza in one bite. You need something quick, easy, and satisfying, and no, ordering takeout doesn't count. Here are some life-saving hacks for those moments. Rotisserie chicken magic. Grab a rotisserie chicken from the store, shred that bad boy up, and pair it with some instant mashed potatoes and a can of veggies. Boom, dinner is served. Hold up. Gotta fuel up between meals too, right? Here are some snack attacks that won't break the bank or your diet. The classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Whole grain bread, peanut butter, or almond butter if you're feeling fancy, and your favorite jelly. It's like a hug for your taste buds. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Veggies, but trust me, with some creamy hummus, carrots, celery, and peppers become a whole vibe. Plus, it's healthy, so you can snack guilt-free. This is the ultimate grab-and-go snack. Nuts, seeds, dried fruit, maybe even some chocolate chips if you're feeling wild. It's perfect for when you're on the move or just need a quick energy boost. Now, before we get too carried away with all this deliciousness, let's talk about saving those precious dollars. Because adulting also means being responsible with your cash. And who doesn't love a good deal? Here's the lowdown on how to become a grocery shopping ninja. Plan of attack. Don't just wander aimlessly through the aisles, my friend. Make a list of what you need and stick to it like glue. Avoid those impulse buys that tempt you at every turn. Sales stalker. Become a master of the sales flyer. Know when your favorite items are on discount and stock up like it's the apocalypse. Bulk up. Those non-perishable items like pasta, rice, and canned goods. Buy them in bulk when they're on sale. Your future self will thank you. Leftover love. Don't throw away food. Get creative with leftovers and turn them into new meals. Think stir-fries, soups, or even omelets. Waste not, want not, my friend. Home chef hero. Cooking at home is almost always cheaper than eating out. Plus, you get to control the ingredients and impress your friends with your culinary skills. Okay, now for the main event. Ramen noodles. I know what you're thinking. Ramen? Isn't that just boring old noodles and salty broth? But hold up, my friend. Ramen is a blank canvas for culinary creativity. It's like the superhero of the food world. Cheap, versatile, and always there to save the day. Spice it up. Ditch that flavor packet and add your own spices. Think garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, or even some chili flakes for an extra kick. Veggie power. Load up your ramen with fresh or frozen veggies. Broccoli, carrots, spinach, mushrooms, the possibilities are endless. Adding vegetables makes your meal healthier and more delicious. Protein boost. Add some protein to your ramen to make it a complete meal. Eggs, tofu, chicken, or even leftover steak can take your ramen from basic to bougie. Sauce it up. Get creative with sauces. Sriracha, soy sauce, peanut sauce, or even a dollop of pesto can transform your ramen into a flavor explosion. Embrace the fusion. Don't be afraid to experiment with different cuisines. Add some kimchi for a Korean twist or some curry powder for an Indian-inspired ramen. Mixing flavors can lead to unique and tasty creations. Level up your noodles. Don't just boil those noodles and call it a day. Try stir-frying them with veggies and your favorite sauce, or add them to a soup for a hearty and flavorful meal. Flavor bomb. Instead of just using the flavor packet, try adding some broth, soy sauce, or even a splash of hot sauce to amp up the flavor. These additions can make your ramen more rich and satisfying. Garnish game. Don't forget the finishing touches. A sprinkle of sesame seeds, some chopped green onions, or a soft-boiled egg can take your ramen to the next level. See, ramen isn't just a meal, it's an adventure. Don't be afraid to get creative and experiment in the kitchen. Who knows, you might just discover your next culinary masterpiece. Okay, now for the real talk. We've all had those cooking fails that make us want to hide in the pantry and never come out. Like that time I tried to make a cake and it ended up looking like a pancake that got attacked by a flock of pigeons. Yeah, not my proudest moment. But fear not, my dear teens. I'm here to help you avoid those kitchen catastrophes. Always, always, always read the entire recipe before you start cooking. You don't want to realize you're missing a key ingredient halfway through. Give your food some space to breathe. Overcrowding the pan prevents proper searing and can make your food soggy. Using too much oil. Nobody likes greasy food. Use just enough oil to coat the pan and add more if needed. Not seasoning enough. Seasoning is your friend. Don't be afraid to add salt, pepper, and other spices to bring out the flavor of your food. Cooking meat. Straight from the fridge. Let your meat come to room temperature before cooking for more even cooking. Now that we've covered some common cooking blunders, let's make sure you don't add any injuries to those insults. Safety first, my friends. Nobody wants to end up in the ER with a burnt hand or a sliced finger. Here are some basic kitchen safety tips to keep you safe and sound. Keep it clean. Clean up spills immediately to avoid slipping and falling. Handle with care. Always use oven mitts or pot holders when handling hot pots and pans. Knife Skills 101. Use sharp knives and cut away from your body. A sharp knife is actually safer than a dull one because you don't have to apply as much pressure, which reduces the risk of slipping. Dress for success. Wear short or close-fitting sleeves to avoid catching fire. Fire safety. Know how to extinguish a fire and keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. Before we wrap things up, let's talk about the basics of nutrition, because eating healthy is just as important as cooking delicious food. Think of it like this. Your body is like a high-performance sports car. You gotta fuel it with the right stuff to keep it running smoothly. Here's the lowdown on essential nutrients. Protein. This is like the building blocks for your muscles. If you want to crush it at the gym or on the field, make sure you're getting enough protein from lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, and nuts. Carbs. Carbs are your body's main source of energy. But not all carbs are created equal. Choose whole grains, fruits, and vegetables over processed carbs like sugary cereals and white bread. Fats. Don't freak out about fats. Healthy fats are essential for hormone production and cell function. Think avocados, nuts, and olive oil. They're like the superheroes of the nutrient world. Vitamins and minerals. These guys are like the support crew for your body, keeping everything running smoothly. Eat a variety of fruits and vegetables to get your fill. Think of it like a rainbow on your plate. Water. Stay hydrated, my friends. Water is essential for, well, pretty much everything. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially if you're active. And here are a couple more pro tips to help you crush the adulting game in the kitchen. First up, let's talk portion control. It's easy to get carried away and pile your plate sky high, but that often leads to food waste. Start with smaller portions, and you can always go back for seconds if you're still hungry. Your wallet and your waistline will thank you. Another thing that can trip you up in the kitchen is trying to multitask too much. Yeah, I know, you're amazing at juggling a million things at once. But trust me, trying to text while cooking can lead to burnt food, or even worse, accidents. Focus on the task at hand and you'll be less likely to have a kitchen catastrophe. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're not sure how to cook something or need a hand with a recipe, ask a parent, older sibling, or even a friend. Cooking can be a fun and social activity, so don't be afraid to get others involved. That's a wrap on this episode of Teen Talk, Real Talk, No BS. Now go forth and conquer the kitchen, my friends. And remember, even if you burn the toast or overcook the pasta, it's all part of the learning process. Just laugh it off and try again. Cooking should be fun, so don't be afraid to experiment and create your own culinary masterpieces. Until next time on Adulting 101, stay hangry, stay safe, and stay awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment with your favorite cooking hacks, and let us know what you want to see in future episodes. Peace out.